It's like you just have to take Mage to have a chance. Alright. This deck is already better than the last one. Guess we have to take Informant here. Shattering Blast is no good. I'll take Ectoplasm. I don't like either of these. Let's go Sorceress. Blizzard. Garbage. Let's grab the blue-haired babe. Take a Fire Sale. Cold Case. Absolute trash. I guess I take Ghoul. Deep Breath doesn't feel like it'll be any good. Don't lose spirit, you're the comedy king. Yeah, it's just not fun to play today, so sometimes you have to accept you don't have it, you know? That it ain't in the cards. Like, all the picks are very easy. They're all very straightforward. Just taking all the cold cases. Nice to see you. Yeah, it is nice to see Night Rainbow. Love that guy. Deck's good. I'd say that this is probably the 4th best Mage we've drafted today. Maybe the 3rd best, but easily worse than the first 2. Like, in every way imaginable. Oh, yes, it does better. I'm just gonna keep these. I don't know how many 2s we ended up with, but... No legendaries in the last 6 drafts? No. You don't really need legendaries. You need better cards that come more consistently and do more consistent things. I mean, this deck is better than the Rogue deck, don't get me wrong. We got our 4 legendaries in one deck and they got us 3 wins, yeah. Yeah, that was a run to remember. Or forget, I guess. I'm just gonna take Flurry. It's really cheap, and we can go 4-5. Maybe we just push damage every turn. You think bad decks are more prevalent because the set's being used? No, I think good decks are much more prevalent because of the sets being used. I think if you watch this stream, you have this misconception that every deck is bad. But it's not, it doesn't seem to be that way when you queue up and play against the opponents. And it feels like every deck is broken. But I think we're just probably in a weird streak of like 15 or 20, 25 drafts that overall have been like the majority low rolls. Probably. A lot of things were loose back in 2019. It wasn't just my tongue. How many wins did the last deck get? I'm not even sure what the last deck was. I'm not sure when that was even made. I think that bet might be 3 or 4 runs ago. You could just delete it, because I have no idea. Can anybody help me out here? I think it might have been retired, or... I would just delete it. Yeah, that's a flavor fail. That should be on the board. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it makes sense, but that's stupid. Why make an anti-secret card that can't break that secret? Stupid. Bad design. I'll just take another one. Could take Shattering Blast or something, but it kind of sucks for him. Yeah. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. There's an old card, Flare, that could destroy enemy secrets, but could get countered from Hunter, and that was really stupid too. There's a 3-mana 2/5 silence that literally says secrets can't be triggered, and it gets countered. Yeah, I don't like that. Straight up burn Mage, yeah. We just have one frozen touch, so we got to kill him. What we do like is killing this guy. What I do like is beating collateral damage. Having him clear my board and deal 12 damage to me, but then having him die the very next turn. That was fun. It's more fun to win than lose, but even like, those games aren't fun. It's not fun to, like, he got scammed on the secret thing. Like, I know how it interacts. Like, per the Hearthstone rules, like, it makes sense, but it's dumb. He got scammed on that, and then he got killed by a frozen touch. Like, that's not fun. I had very good, very fun Mage decks earlier today that didn't get to play their cards. Yeah. Now, the alternative is to play that game and lose to the collateral damage. That's even less fun, so don't get me wrong, I'd rather win it, but the appeal of casting my 782nd Frozen Touch this meta has diminished for sure. It's not as fun anymore to do that. And it wasn't very fun to start. What if Red retiring all the decks crashes the fart economy? Everybody is betting, and then he retires taking all the farts. Why would I do that? What would I have to gain from that? How many 2s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A fair amount of 2s. Haven't had any in either game. To start, at least. Our empathetic king. They don't call him Redbeard the Fart King for nothing. They actually don't call me the Fart King for collapsing the fart economy. I think it's more related to my copious farts that I have lost control of long ago from my deflating sphincter. But I am old, so there is that. Can Red bet? I cannot bet. I also have infinite channel points. I can get... The hell is this? The hell is this? Boy, that's convoluted. I've never looked at that. Okay. Guess I could look for a 3-drop. I would have rather cast that, but what can you do? Is your anus prolapsed? I don't know, I've never actually seen it. I think about it sometimes. Not my anus. I think about how I've never seen it. I should probably look, but I'm scared of what I might find. I'm afraid. Afraid of what I might find. I wonder if it's better to trade here or not. With spell damage, it probably is. That's... Get an extra minion, or bigger minion. You've never seen your own butthole? No. It's like looking into the eyes of Medusa or something. I might turn to stone or get rock hard or something, you know, the old Should really focus on making good jokes when Hearthstone is being cruel to me, because that's a good joke right there. It's quality. Rudy laughed. If Rudy's laughing, that guy very rarely finds anything funny. Oh man, my legs hurt. Oh god, stretching them out. Big mistake. I don't know what it was, but clearly a mistake was made here. Did I draft any of these? I feel like I put about 6 of them in my deck. Am I going to play Diablo 4? Probably not. I didn't play it all during the last week open beta or whatever. I didn't watch any of it. I did watch a little bit of Overwatch 2 today, though. I like watching Overwatch 2, even though I don't really know what's going on. I wish Pierce would stream Overwatch 2 again. I was enjoying that. But he says no. We've all thought about seeing our butthole in the mirror, but there's no way that I do it. That's trauma. Exactly. Rudy knows. He knows a thing or two about damaged anus. Or 3 things, maybe. I'm just gonna hit it. Like, I know I'm leaving up a 4-1. Who cares? I did it once and I've never come back from it. Yeah, I don't know. My girlfriend told me D- when I spread them at her. I haven't installed them today. D-? God, that's such a low grade. I would like to think I'd get a C or a C-, but I don't know. Red's gonna play with his El Diablo after the stream. I've got some work to do. Got some work to do in that regard. I had a busy couple of months. It's time I treat myself. You can't know unless you look in the mirror. Well, I couldn't grade it. Maybe a young lady could help me, but I'm not too young. I don't have lethal, do I? Next turn I do. You could try to take a photograph with your fancy mobile home telephone machine. Kolst with the raid. Gotta love him. You gotta love Mr. Kolst. Shout out Kolst. I'm the dumb one. Here, mana isn't infinite. No, it's not. Thank you for the shout out to Mr. Kolst. One of the best arena players in the world. One of the best guys in the world. Dotor Nafi. Thank you, Dotor Nafi, for the prime. Colts is the best guy? I didn't say best. Because what about LeBron James? What about someone else? Kind of crazy how much discovers elevate a mage deck. Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. Did I get a secret? I think I got an objection, didn't I? I'll keep all this. You know, if I mulligan, I'm picking up objection, so. You draft once at the beginning, and then every time you play, you get to discover meta. Yeah, it's pretty good when you can do that. Plus, if you know, cards like Rune of the Archmage, which you almost never draft, you can discover at an equivalent rate of anything else. What does this card do? Discover a 1-cost card. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. If your opponent guesses their choice, then I get a copy. Oh, excuse me. I guess that's what I'm doing March 24th. Oh, Diablo 4? Yeah, that sounds like it should be a pretty good time. Private Shorty is reporting for duty. Why wouldn't he trade here? It's not very good against that. Maybe we'll stream Roller Coaster Tycoon tonight. It's a bold play. It's a bold play from a bald man. Probably. Stretching my leg out, they hurt. I need somebody to rub me with baby oil. Wrong stream for that. Play any BGs today? I played a little bit. I usually do like one or two off stream. I played a little bit. Who was I? Oh, I was Elise. I think I got like 3rd or 4th, which is usually pretty good. I've decided I don't really like the buddy meta. Also, hey Leah. Man, that's sick. I saw your Scarlet and Violet cards. Man, I need some Scarlet and Violet cards. That was awesome. I decided though I don't really like the buddy meta. I don't know, it's like it's too I don't know, it's like too hard. I was watching Dreads and I actually thought Dreads did a pretty good job of articulating the frustrations or the difficulties with it. It's like, it really does feel like you need to be playing every day. Like, I don't know. I kind of like it when like your decks, your comps are more synergistic and they're more cohesive rather than just taking like a jumble of crap and then just playing your buddy. But everybody is different and you're always playing like a different jumble of crap. That's kind of how I feel when I play it. I'm like, I never have direction. I'm always kind of like taking the best of boring, like jumbled shitters and then hoping to get my buddy and then hoping to discover a 6. And all the 5s and 6s seem to suck now. Used to discover a 5 or a 6 and it felt like you were winning. The power creep is insane with buddies in. Yeah, but that's not even my biggest issue, personally. Wait, did you just cast 2 of them? That's unfortunate for Redbeard, I guess. But hey, who cares about that guy? Actually, you know what? I think I'd like to kill this. I feel like buddies take away from building around synergies to just building around your buddy. Yeah. Yeah, it almost feels like, I don't know, more linear. What's up, Gen Z? How are you, man? It feels like I'm always making the wrong play. Yeah, so it's like, maybe it's more skill intensive, and that's good for like the top pros, and maybe it makes it more fun to watch or something, but that's not better for the casual players or like, you know, 99% of the other players. It just seems to get very, I don't know what the word is, it gets very redundant very quickly. I guess I don't even need the discount, huh? I guess I want the damage. And like I've played like 5 or 6 games, like now it's like, okay, I understand scabs and Tess and the new hero. Okay, like the ones that get multiple copies of everyone's buddies, okay, those are the best ones. Okay, it's like, all right, I get it. I haven't had those heroes, so I feel like I'm always scraping by. It's more entertaining to watch on Twitch than the other trash BGs metas. Yeah, and that's fine too, you know. My hand does nothing. Maybe I have to shoot here and hope that I can whack him once or twice with this. Like, I just throw XD on because I find him relaxing. He's a nice guy. So, like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really matter. I'm a casual BGs player and I enjoy high-rolling, easy builds. Yeah. So again, it's not to say like it's a bad meta necessarily, because if you're a highly skilled player that can get, you know, this tiny incremental advantage for knowing 50 buddies next to somebody who knows, you know, 48 of them, then it's probably a better experience for that player. But most players aren't that player. Not breaking my brain over how to optimize my gold usage to build Exodia, Leroy, Baron, Beast, Mech, Ultra, Super, Mana Storm. Yeah. Smork, I've been trying to smork him, but failing. It all changes here. Let's try this again. Let's kill here. So maybe you can't kill them both. But no, I'm with you. It's interesting though, because I'd say from an arena perspective, I'd fall under more the other category. But it's all summon 8/8s or what? Is that the skeleton, the reef walker, and the peasant? He must have missed the 8/8s, otherwise he would have taken them already. So I wonder what makes the best, like maybe this arena meta here is like the best for the vast majority of players, where it's just really fun, but also like, I don't know. I think this meta would be really cool if there was just more diversity between like, particularly Mage. Like I think it'd be really cool if they just banned Mage, or every Mage just played against other mages. That was it. If Mage wasn't around, the meta would be top tier. Yeah, and I don't know if like you really wouldn't be winning that much more, I don't think. Necessarily, but the way the games play out would be so much more enjoyable. The way they play out would be so much more enjoyable, so you're not always losing to Frozen Touch. The last 3 runs were 10 plus runs, and from 7 onwards it was 80% mages. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Never thought about that. Hey, Pro. That was a cool lethal. Yeah, that was pretty good. It's pretty good. Build your own Pyroblast, right? I like that concept, though. Just got, man, that's really cool. Wow, could you imagine, hear me out, gesticulate, I'm gonna take your great idea. Could you imagine if they had multiple formats in Hearthstone? So you could like, maybe even like a sandbox mode where you could create your own rule sets. Wow, and then you would like have to think about how many discovers you took during a draft. It's an intervention counter, like, whoa buddy, you've had enough. Letting players use their cards. But that'd be really cool during the draft. You'd be like, oh, I don't want to take another 2 mana 2/3 that might not discover me a card. Maybe I just want to take a spell that is good. That I, like how many spell coilers would you want to take? You'd actually have to like, you'd have to kind of think about that. That'd be cool. Thinking and discover don't go that well together. I actually disagree. I think discover requires a lot of thought. The best players discover better cards. Not like they just, they make better decisions than you or I more often. They make better decisions when to play the card preemptively before they know what they want to discover, when to pick what they might want. And then, yeah, you're going to find sometimes, like, you'll discover Ysera, and it's very straightforward, and you just kind of win because you discovered Ysera. But over the long term, like, better players are going to make better decisions. And the more decisions you give people, the more that's gonna bear out. It's like Kolst is gonna discover a better card than you. He's going to make the correct decision. He's gonna make a better decision than you or I more often. I think discover minions are overstated. That I agree with. I think there's not really a price to pay for discovering a Sunwell here. I got a better 3 than he's probably gonna play. I played a better 3 than probably the ones in his deck. I mean, I'm sure it's Oasis because he didn't trade. Your 1/3 poison traded versus a 2-drop and still on board to compete while discovering. Yeah. And then back in the day, you used to have a 3 mana 2/2. Also, the song sounds loud. You know what might help? What if I go here? I go into my sound settings, I go into app and volume, and I turn Chrome down. Is that better? What does that do to OBS? It goes way down in OBS. So why don't I turn it up a little? Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so much better. Oh man, I love this sound mixer thing. Shout out to XD for helping me get that. I guess I have to trade. 1, 2. Guess I never play that. Did the Pally player from last night return with an update on his run you helped him with? I haven't heard today. No. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I would have taken Frozen Touch. I really wasn't sure how to like trade optimally and maybe kill that. Sudden well-defined murder accusation. It's possible. Do I ever Sunwell here? Maybe. Yeah, I think so, because I don't really want to give him one of these two. Transform, deal some damage. I want to get something out of my hand. This doesn't really help much. Okay, let's just ignite here. It picked Frozen Touch. Yeah, I guess it probably... I would imagine it just always picks the leftmost option. Battlegrounds does that. Like, if you don't choose your hero, you just get the left hero. That would be my guess. Okay, what can I do against this cretin? Frozen Touch. I've got a lot of Frozen Touches. Let's Frozen Touch here. Guess I can hit here and see where it goes. What cards do I have? No, I'm just gonna chuck it into his face. Why not? Funeral beatboxing services. I laughed hard. That would be something. Did I get new glasses? I did. You're actually the first person to ask me about it. I'm not sure if I like them or not. I got them from Zenny for like 40 bucks. I can see much clearer, but I feel like they're a little too like, I wish they were a little wider. They're also very tight on my head. But I thought maybe I could get like 3 or 4 pairs for like 40 bucks, 30, 40 bucks each. And then I could just kind of like change them up if, you know. Tasney would have noticed. Where is that lady? Where's that kind-hearted lady? With Zenny, they feel like kids' glasses? I mean, I like them more than the other ones I had. I didn't realize just how bad I could barely see out of them, which I'm sure happens a lot when you change glasses. I would imagine. I mean, I've done it before myself. What am I doing? Here, let's cycle a bit. Librarian. I missed the damage, but I guess I didn't know exactly what I was playing anyway. So we missed 2, but we could have got some other options. Don't you try them out or you ordered online? These I ordered online. I don't hate them. I mean, what do I care? I'm old. I was thinking about it. I was like, I could just put on old man glasses. It's fine. Silence might be nice. Yeah, we've got an evolve and a silence. A hard counter to the Dunbaldar Bridge, like 2020, that's about to come down. Maybe not a hard counter. Maybe it's a soft counter. Let's take the runes. Let's play that. We got the same design. Yeah, they're not terrible. So it was kind of weird when I'd never ordered online before. I was always just go in and pay like $300 for a pair of glasses when you know. You hold your phone up to your face and they tell you to hold a debit card up to your forehead and they kind of like line it up with your eyes. I was like, this can't possibly work. And then, you know, I kind of, when they did it, they're like, this is the shape of your face. I was like, okay, whatever. The computer probably knows. I was like, that seemed a little like they a little scrunched, but I was like, whatever. Maybe I don't know how they do it. Maybe that's how they do it at Lens Crafters. Maybe there's like, you know, you're talking to someone and there's someone behind them like holding up a card to your face. I don't know. But I was like, it feels a little scrunched when I got them. I put them on. I'm like, I can barely get them around my head. Kind of hope they like give a little bit. I've gotten 4 pairs from Zenny. Sounds like bullshit. I mean, I spent 40 bucks on them. I'd much rather spend $40 on a pair of glasses that are an inch too narrow than $300 on a pair of glasses that have some other issue. They never fit perfect, or they never, like, you know. I like Zenny. All right, I'll try another one. Maybe I'll get another pair now. I got my prescription, so I should load up and get functional glasses for the next half decade. The issue would be that you're poor. Well, that is an issue. It is a bit of an issue. I like this because I can play a cold case next turn. New Balances next time. I trust Rudy. He knows a thing or two about being poor. Red, did you know about Vile Apothecary, Invitation Courier? I just did it and I added a random enemy minion to my hand. It copied it, so I got to destroy 2, then since it's a new card, I added another copy as well, and I was a priest. $300 glasses exacerbates being poor? Yeah, it does. Do you play on EU? Because I just faced a guy named Redbeard. Yeah, that was me. Sometimes I switch over to the easier server, Hallucinate. Only when I'm going Super Saiyan with Rage at Hearthstone. And only then. Maybe I can find something here. I guess I could have traded that. I miss a ping. But that card should be summon 1 dragon. Tradable, increase by 1. Or you know what this card should be? This card should be 10 mana, discover 0 dragons. Tradable, increase them. That would be so much cooler of a card. So it doesn't do anything until you trade it the first time. Man, that would be so much better. Red needs Gucci glasses. My old pair, not the one I had on my entire streaming career, but my pair before that were a pair of Ray-Bans. I liked them, but it's like, I don't know. Why do I need to spend that much money? 10 mana do nothing. Well, it's 10 mana. You do 1 mana. I guess because if you cast like Rune of the Archmage, it would be terrible. But even then, that would actually be a nice little kind of mini nerf to Rune of the Archmage too, which is a completely broken and absurd card. You'd spend 10 mana to do nothing, and you'd still have 10 more mana, so it wouldn't even be that bad. What if it's the last card in your deck? Well, then I guess 1 out of every 16,000 games you'll get no dragons. I've seen you cast runes, already a dud of a card, yeah. That's different though. Other people get better runes. Imagine no dragons. A new band. Concoctions can definitely bug. I've seen them disappear instead of combining. I've never seen that myself. Yesterday I combined 2 of the 3 damage concoction, only dealt 3 damage once. It's kind of sad, huh? Do you have a clip of it? Did you save your replay, or if you were running any programs? I've never seen that happen. What happens a lot of the time that confuses people sometimes is if your hand's too full to add the second half of a concoction, you won't combine them. So if you have 10 cards and then you cast one that if something should give you another concoction, then you won't. Like if you have 10 cards and you cast Potion Belt, you're only going to get 1, even though it lets you discover 2. Does anybody know how the Rin will work if she dies when you have a full hand? That I don't know. I actually don't know what the new Rin even is. I could have blizzarded, but you know, if it's not, I'd much rather have the 2 guys on the board. Kind of rude. Any bangers tonight? Oh, let's not talk about tonight. Let's talk about tomorrow night. Redbeard's time off, his cruise. Let's not talk about this. This might be our last draft of the night, based off the experience we've had. Sadly, no replay, but a friend was spectating and he saw it as well. I'd like to take a look at it, but if we can't, then we can't. We could, if anybody has that interaction, which, you know, knowing Hearthstone, I'm definitely not saying can't happen. If you send me a little link, maybe I can like forward it to Blizzard. I mean, there is no way I'm going to be able to cast that for a few turns. Oh yeah, he draws cards. That's probably a mistake. Kind of knew it was that too, right? Maybe that one could have been Perjury. But, I mean, I need cards too that I can actually cast without dying. Death Rattles trigger twice. So I might have to just rip this Frozen Touch. That's a Kidnap. Yeah, I have to play that. So we ping there. We shoot the Pirate. And we just say F you to that Frozen Touch. The time I remember most vividly was 2 Destroy that combined into Destroy 1. I played Mech Arena, I got all 3 MVP slots in a control point game. I don't think that's ever happened before. Haven't booted it up Mech Arena since the huge change. Wait, what happened in the change? What's happening here? I don't think that worked the way they thought it did. That's a Kidnap. Man, I haven't cast a minion in like 6 turns. They're probably really annoyed. You know what? Let's get this guy out of here too. These EU... Whoa, goodness. They changed it so epic legendary mechs do way more damage and have way more armor. Oh, maybe they're just trying to make more money or whatever. Damn them. 8. Wait, I'm still gonna die? Hits there, that dies. Maybe this lives though. Here, let's proc his Kidnap for him. Imagine if Hearthstone nerfed all the commons and rares, so that they're terrible, and epic legendary cards were the only viable ones. Interesting, because Hearthstone, so it's really become pay to win. Well, that's lame. You know what they should do? They should have, like Magic the Gathering has a pauper format, right? Like only common cards can be used. Mech Arena should have like only common mechs can be used, but then you could have like a game mode where people could play like any mechs they wanted, or only legendaries, or only epics, or whatever, and then they could like, I don't know, give you like really sick rewards or something. They could like incentivize players who do spend the money to do that. I heard they're changing that and making all mechs become purchasable. It may not be implemented for a few months though. I like that you guys are keeping up to date on that particular game. If only we had had the same passion for Hero Wars. But I think people kind of dug, I mean, a lot of people checked out Hero Wars. It was a very easy download and completion. So, you know, that's cool. Actually, what did we end at? I deleted that widget. Don't think I'm lame, but I followed a Mech Arena YouTube channel and keep updated on everything. Sorry, I didn't promise. Definitely lame, but also understandable. Sometimes you gotta keep tabs on your, you know, the comings and goings and the to's and fro's. Okay, Pongo Mash. That's a good amount of that, thanks. Yeah, yeah. You could always. I think what people forget is if you want to continue an argument or have an argument, you can always just message someone, and if they don't want to argue, they can block you, and if not, then you guys can argue. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice. It's a nice system they have in place, but you don't have to like argue in front of 750 other people. But it's an extra step, so people don't usually take it. I don't think, or maybe they do, and I just never see it. And they're courteous enough to argue like with each other behind the scenes, maybe. Am I gonna want that? Guess I'm not gonna want this for now. How do I block him? Just click his name. Use your mind too. You can just click his name and block him if you want. I think. I'm actually not sure. You might have to have BTTV or 7TV to like block people. I message Cosmic all the time and I'm like, this chat ain't big enough for the two of us. You can just click their name. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. That's a good system. Could have traded first. I guess he didn't want to hit the 5-5, but it would be 50-50 to hit a 5-3, right? And this way it was 66% to hit a favorable target for us. I think I like, if you're going to trade, I think I like making the trade first. I guess if you're not going to trade, then it's kind of the same. As long as we don't hit his face, then it's pretty good for us. I think I'll do this. Because it didn't hit either, we can't fire sale and like play this. If you block someone, it also unfollows them. I found that out 9 months ago. That was when Gesticulate, he blocked us. Wait, isn't that horrible for him? How is that at all good for him? I was finding another mech PvP type of game that isn't so P2W. It reminds me of Mech Assault and gives me good childhood memories. Yeah, I like memories. Memories are some of my favorite things. I was talking to my mom earlier today. It's unrelated, but you know, I haven't seen my mom and dad in a little while now, a couple of months again. And I miss being a kid, you know? Being a kid and you see your parents all the time, they take care of you. What's up, Alt Biscuit? Why are you putting it so bad? I don't know if they are. Are they? I mean, this is the top EU has to offer, I thought. What if I got a rush? I guess I want to kill that one, huh? Okay, you know what? Let's kill this one. And then if he doesn't have another undead, then we're in a pretty good spot here. And he might not even be able to kill it off. But he has 2 1/1s and then 2 cards he's drawn in the last 2 turns. So the odds of him having another undead seem low. That was a valuable silence, yeah. That was a good silence. They're afraid of the streamer legend. Being a kid was great. Well, so I was talking about it the other day, and I've been thinking about it as well. I'm getting so old that I kind of miss being a young adult now. So it's like, I don't know, I find that kind of fascinating. Like when you're a young adult, you miss being a kid. But now I'm so old, I just miss I miss both. I miss being like 22 and like, I don't know, you know, whatever that was like. When I was a kid, the entire world seemed like a better place. I don't know how else to describe it. Everything seemed better. I never missed being a kid. Well, how old are you right now? Maybe you had a bad childhood. I'm not like, maybe you had like some unfortunate circumstances. 30? Yeah, I don't know. I miss it more the older I get. I'm 35 now. But like I miss, you know, we were talking about my sister's favorite movies the other day. Mrs. Doubtfire, growing up, Mrs. Doubtfire and stuff like that. I kind of, you know, you forget about that. Kind of just like living in a house with your brother and your sister and watching movies together and stuff like that. had a very fortunate childhood. I'm glad to hear that. I wish everybody had that. Glad I'm not a kid anymore. Being 22 to 24 was the best. Old enough to do anything, young enough to not get tired doing it. That's a really good way of putting it. I'm tired as shit all the time. I was talking to my mom though, man, today, and I was like, you don't like feel like sick and tired and sore all the time? And she's like, no, like, I don't know, yeah. You know, my mom, she's not the picture of health. She's never gone to the gym. We never, as a family, like, ate well, like, she has her vices. And, she's like, yeah, how old's my mom? Mom's almost 70 years old, and it's like, what'd you do today? She's like, oh, I was trudging through the swamp. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, I was walking the dog. We were going through a swamp. Like, oh my God. She's like, if someone called me up and said, like, tomorrow you have to wake up, before sunset and, like, walk around in a bog for an hour, I'd be like, I can't do that. What are you talking about? I can't, there's no way. I'm not going to be able to get up, and I'm not going to be able to trudge through the bog. There's no way. I think as you get older, you might become aware about what's going on in the world. At 22, your old is watching and reading the news and having an existential crisis. Man, I remember being a kid and having existential crises. But I didn't know what the hell was going on in the world. I still barely know. But yeah, it feels like the more you learn, the more stressful it becomes. Bad shit happened when you were a kid and you didn't pay attention? Yeah, for sure. 100%. Oh, God.
Cower before Death's Keeper. You asked for it.
Okay, I'm back. Where the hell did my mouse go? That's right. I slammed it. So it hasn't gotten used to the wired mouse. No, that wasn't the wired mouse. That was definitely something different. If I had to choose one member of this Twitch chat who is most likely to end up in prison, I would pick Vintage Rudy. Or maybe Little Lady Kitten. The worst news is the most popular news, true. Your ability to know how many horrible things happen is at an all-time high. That is also true, huh? Ever coin out a 1 here? Could ping and play the 1 next turn. My kindergarten teacher told my parents I'd end up in prison by the end of high school. That's kind of rude. It's a rude thing to say to the parents of a child. Or a very courteous thing to say, especially if it's rooted in truth. Can intervene. Your parents probably thought the exact same thing. They probably thought they were going to be the ones to frame you for a crime. I'm trying really hard not to die right now. That's so good against Hunter. I don't know if it'll be good enough to keep us alive. He's got such a potent start. I need a secret. Do I have a secret? I don't. I guess I can play this one. I definitely don't need 2 of these. Overflow could be good. Gangplank? Yeah, but at least we have a stealth. It's very interesting because if it's not freezing trap, it's a very good play to Arcane Overflow. Coin. Arcane Overflow. Coin. Hit. Ping. Then you don't have to deal with this. Or you can Arcane Overflow this. And then what? I have to play this. That's not that bad either, honestly. It's less risk. I wish I could test for the freezing trap first, but I guess we'll play it safe. Our hand is good. I just don't think we have time. It's kind of irritating. So if I had done the other one, I would have had a smaller minion. I would have traded, and I would have pinged and traded. I guess it would have been about those. No, I guess he would have had one of those. Unfortunate. I mean, it's cool. Our deck has done well. His deck is better and went first. I can guarantee there's more than one of those in this chat. Well, hopefully anybody that, you know, had that type of background has been rehabilitated and so on, but still, you can't really blame people for feeling uncomfortable, right? I've only been to horny jail. That's the jail I want you guys to be at every day. Okay, what am I doing? Ending turn, giving him a greetings.
Hello.
Oh my god, we've only been on for 4 hours? I thought for sure we've been on for like 8 hours already.
Tracking their movements.
Is this Mr. Kitty? Yeah. Remember when this song had 10 views on YouTube and Redbeard discovered it, and then everybody's like, wow, that song's cool. And we're gonna play it on our TikToks. And Redbeard, and they were like, Redbeard, is that okay? I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's fine, I give you permission.
Here they come.
What a time. Couldn't want them all. I guess that's probably the best card. What the hell's going on? It's kind of cool with that card, I guess. I see everybody uses dark mode now, so the white background is really funny. I use dark mode, and those emotes are horrible. You know, Dreads uses light mode. I can't use light mode. It hurts my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes, though. The song didn't exist before TikTok, and Redbeard is a stinky liar. I may be stinky and I may be a liar, but I am not a porn star. Light mode is for boomers. Dreads is definitely a boomer. The rest of us, I'd consider us zoomers. Outright zoomers. Anybody using light mode is a moth pretending to be a human. Look at all the stuff I was missing out on. That's Zelda, right? That's baby Zelda doing baby Zelda things. Can ping if I hit there, that's pretty cool. I get to draw a card. 3 mana to deny your opponent 1 mana. Yeah, but sometimes breaking the coin can prevent like your opponent from playing a 6-drop on that turn, and that could be very impactful. It wasn't there, and it usually isn't, but sometimes it does something more than just that. I'm just gonna cycle this for a card this turn. If you picked up something like a Frozen Touch this turn, we get kind of like a free infuse, it could matter. If dark mode was better, it would just be how the UX is designed. Yeah. What? Did you know Discord has a light mode? I did not know that. Guess I never really thought about it, but it's just sort of defaulted to dark mode. Just gonna ping. I think I got enough going on. I also have this. I'm gonna roll again for Frozen Touch specifically, just to get a second copy if he clears this board while it's in my hand. Default dark mode based. Oh man, I love the default dark mode. That's really not that good. Come on, just freeze his board here. Guess I want to get. Oh, it costs 0. Oh, nice. I don't want to give him the water alley right now. So we're just going to do it like this. I guess I'll cycle this. Maybe we find a Pyroblast. Found that Frozen Touch one way or another. Light mode is for people who like staring into the sun. Does anybody like that?
Do you have an audience with the king?
Some of my professors put really cringe ones in there to assert their dominance. Really badly used memes in your curriculum. I remember that. Oh god, how do I can't speed through this video? Alright, then I'm not watching. I'm giving a thumbs down to this website too. Kilroy was here as a meme that became popular during World War II. Typically seen in graffiti, it is debated, but the phrase and the distinctive accompanying doodle became associated with GIs in the 1940s. A bald-headed man with a prominent nose peeking over a wall, his fingers clutching the wall. Kilroy was here. There's a lot of information on this. I remember the was here thing. I used to draw those as a kid. I got a core memory. My dad was obsessed with that and drew it on everything, really? Was he a war veteran? The first meme was when Grog painted those buffaloes on the cave wall. It was a real knee slapper. Grog. I get it. I understand. It's a joke. I get jokes. Let's take the Scorpid, try to find a rune. Rune would be nice. I have a screenshot of Red doing the Kilroy was here pose. I did that? Okay, oh my god, total banger coming up. Wow. Some discount. I want to have this active even though I'm playing off curve. I could also go like 3-1 now maybe. Imagine they find the cool S in a cave somewhere. The Stussy sign? Is that what it's called? That was what's called when I was a kid. Stussy? I watched a YouTube video about the Stussy little graffito tag kids would do. I remember when I was a kid, if you had it like on your if you had it on like your binder, if you drew it like on something, you'd be in big trouble if like the teacher found out. It was like a epidemic. You get in big trouble if you got the Stussy sign drawn. It's a gang affiliation right there. Go straight to detention. Kilroy was bald, or sometimes depicted as having a few hairs. Very different than Red. Did he ever have a green man bun? Cool S. I'm imagining it's just the Stussy sign. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? 5 mana, destroy my board, summon 2 4/4s? Well, let me just say one thing. Holy hell, that ain't fair. Alright, I need rune. Fair. This matches up pretty well, so... Alright, let's see. This is a picture of me. Come on, that's not the same thing. That's an old clip. Can I share it with chat? If not, you could delete that. Sort of the Kilroy was here. What happens if I blow... Oh, I can't blow this up. It's a picture of you, and it was live on stream, so it's hardly private. I don't know. What if you use your Photoshop skills to, you know, put yourself in there to some capacity? Green beard. Green beard?
It is not your time yet.
Guess I could have not played that instead. I also could have tried to drop something. Maybe we prevented the mount from coming down this turn. That can be the case. I guess I'll shoot that one. Because I have a better chance of clearing if he doesn't have extra health on things. I could do that if you like. I don't like. That's not good for me. Whoops, guess I shouldn't have had 8 mana and a good card. Whoops. Time to rip it? I don't think so. It's like that against priests, yeah, sometimes. So if I kill it, I put 8 power on the board. I need to kill it and then cast Rune. Is this good for Arena? 1 mana, 0/2 weapon. No. No. Your hero power costs 0. After you use it, lose 1 durability. No. That's sort of like Yoink. It's like a worse version of Yoink, probably. I think I just want to freeze. I don't think we can win this game. I think we want to freeze them. Try to... I mean, he knows what we have, so he's just not going to play that hard into it, but... If I were him, I might just sit. We're getting the overheal mechanic, that's true. I'm getting makeup ads. Ooh, yum. That's great. Nice. Less nice. If both of those seafloor gateways had been something good, like 2 separate secrets, imagine if you hit like a counter spell or something, that could be good. Could have been 2 snowmen, yeah. Yeah, there were cards it could have been that would have been good. The random cards he got from our deck and hand. Rune, Overflow, Scorpion. Not bad. Now, I guess that's a testament to our deck actually having good cards for a change, and unsurprisingly, we actually have some wins. But he also could have got crap too, just throwing it out there. You've been keeping on top of the bets. Night Rainbow did it because I was too fed up to do them anymore. I don't know where he went though. He said he was gonna hang out for a bit. He had his coffee. Gotta love that guy. You'd have to imagine he's not here. If he saw you were here and Gesticulate and Oopie Droopy and Quantum, he'd probably be blowing up the chat. He loves you guys so much. So he must have, he must have been called away maybe with work, or maybe his dog, or his, I don't know if he has a dog actually, I forget. Maybe his beautiful girlfriend, or his coffee maybe spilled on his lap, burned his genitals, and he's in the emergency room in the Netherlands. I hope not. The man has magnificent genitals, or at least he used to, before the burns. There's something in my eye and I can't see. Well, actually I can see much better today. This can't be good. So what can I do? I guess I can just do this. It activates this. Hey, what the heck? It's not terrible, I suppose. Guess I can do this too. Matches up better than that on the board right now. Hey Taz, yeah, I'm just working so I don't chat much. Oh, okay. I'm glad to know your genitals aren't all burnt up. Can you confirm if you have a beautiful dog and a fluffy girlfriend? One of those two is true. Beautiful dog and a bald, hairless woman. Girlfriend. Which I say that in the most complimentary way possible. It's pure compliment, as far as I'm concerned. Guess if it hits there, I'm trading. I guess. What's he gonna do? What type of 3 mana card could even answer a monstrous beast like this? Such a good troll and orator stream. Jesus, a spouser named Hugo. Not on Poet's level. But he has to be donating bits for Aura to even care, right?
I spy with my little.
But that's the greatest scam of it all. Really need to kill that. In fact, I think I ought to. 1, hit. Just clear that one there. They let him loose. Oh my god. Aura's allowing this? Look how low Aura is. You can't even see like his chin. God, that guy just cracks me up. Really like that guy. Hugo. That plight that man has suffered, to understand what human life is about, I have lived a life of sorrow, pain, torture, and depression, but you know, it was worth it, because it built my character up to who I am today. People love me here, and I love them, for they made me into someone I didn't know I could be. Without their help, I would have, oh my god, but I looked at the good in the souls of man and saw how powerful they could be if they are free from the evil hands of the devil. Yeah, I would have banned him probably. He has days of paragraphs. They let him loose. Have you ever wondered how big Humongous Owl is? Are we talking about the size of a human or the size of a house here? Well, look at him. He's way bigger than an orc, and that orc is probably bigger than an average human. I would guess he's at least 20 feet tall. At least 15. No, he's got to be at least 20 feet tall. Plus, look, he's farther in the back. The little guy's in the foreground. Plus, there's a kind of a tree for reference. That looks like a 30-foot tall Oregonian tree next to him. I never saw the orc. That's a huge owl, man. At least 20. Maybe more. 8 damage death rattle is just his corpse falling over onto something. Is that the flavor behind Humongous Owl? When it dies, it just... That's so funny. I never realized that. Man, there's some really good flavor there. Some really good flavor in this game at times. Yeah. Maxibon Bloke, thank you so much for the subscription. I forgot people could subscribe. Thanks, man. That's cool. Sometimes I forget. Dotor, Maxibon. Yeah. Love the YouTube videos. I'm happy to catch a stream for once. Hey, thanks so much for being here. Rage Quit says GG, and Jackson says good morning. Good to see you guys, and thank you. 8 wins ain't too shabby. Kind of dug that last, oh, this is the same song. Oh my god. We need to stay on just so we can listen to some of these songs. This is like a Redbeard playlist of some kind. Oh my days. Oh crap, I gotta... Who is that? Aussie. Thank you for the follow, Aussie. I'm gonna keep one of these. I guess I kept... Yeah. Play a song again? Wait, I didn't replay it. Oh. No, oh no, it is playing again. We did listen to this earlier. It was stuck in my head. Dog plays this song a lot. And I couldn't remember the name of it, but I found it like 3 days ago and I listened to it off stream. So I guess YouTube thinks I love it, which I kind of do. I'm gonna ditch it. I have a 3 and a 4. When was the last time I played as a Demon Hunter or versed a Demon Hunter? I haven't played a single Demon Hunter this meta. I don't like Demon Hunter in general, and it's the worst performing class by far. Is it cold again? It's not too bad. It's 35 right now. It's a little colder this week than it was last week. But it should be getting warm. Or not. Snow on the forecast next weekend. I'm getting out of here, man. Feels good to win snap games when they arrow my Galactus, but I still beat them. Wait, you have a Galactus? When did you get a Galactus? What collection level are you? I'm almost 3,000. The only pool 5 card I have is Zabu, which I had to pay money for. Absolute scam. Doesn't really help me, huh? I guess if it hits there, that's a plan. We get more blankies. What do you think about this one? I don't know the price. I'm gonna find the price on here. Somebody's gonna be way too much, I'm sure. $65? That's not too bad. Wow. Let's read the reviews. Does anybody ever give like a 1-star review? Are these helpful? No, they didn't write anything. So cute and soft. It's not a super thick blanket, so it's perfect for spring and summertime when you're blasting the AC. The customer service was great. Wow. What else do they sell? How do you find like the name of the shop? This lady? What else does she sell? Oh, she sells just like all these crazy blankets. It's kind of cool. The Beauty and the Beast one's only 40 and the Pokemon 170. What's the deal with that? Can I play that or should I play this? Just hit here. God damn it. Who's that? Yoss. Thanks for the follow, Yoss. Sorry, I'm looking at blankies right now. They're so like horrifically busy, but I actually kind of like that. I like really busy patterns a lot of the time. I like very busy patterns. I think it's a quilt. It goes on the bed for extra warmth. Well, I'm usually too hot to want extra warmth. But if there's anybody here ever that needs extra warmth, it could be useful. You never know. That Vaporeon is making me feel funny. No, it's not. I hope this hits him in the face. Darn it. Hey, that was the second best hit. Okay, what's coming up next? Oh, I love this next track. It's really nice to listen to. Wish I had Deathborn. Could play those too. It doesn't really do me any good though. I guess I could have dug to try to find a Blizzard. I was thinking of buying Red Aduna for Christmas, but they only had shitty Pokemon patterns. If this quilt pattern was on Aduna. What's Aduna? Don't I have Aduna? Alright, I need a giant rush and a giant taunt. Not good. Also, not good. I just want the health because I don't think he's going to trade. If I play the 8-8, he'll trade. But I guess that buys me more time. But maybe he leaves them both up. 8. We just like 8. Play a Conjurer, get a Fireball or something. If he's not clearing these, there's no way that can be right. No, that's not true. There's a way it could be right. But, man, you die to a lot of burn here. A lot of burn spells. I just realized now I'm 1 mana short. I thought we did it. Blizzard's also 1 mana short, yeah. I shouldn't have asked for this specific thing because the game knew. If there was an out for Leaf, I should have asked for that and I would have got it. That's okay. I think we lost 2 better decks. We don't have a premium Mage deck or anything. But 8's cool. We avoided most of the nutty decks and the, you know, moderately above average decks till later in the run. We're gonna open 2 Pokemon packs. And they're gonna give us, sorry, I know people like to see, wow, Golden, Frozen Touch, wow. Fitting.